The threat of a Third World War has been present throughout the Cold War, and journalists have written about it in many headlines. It was also a concern during the Vietnam War and the Korean War, in the 1980s, with the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan, headlines abounding with warnings of global catastrophe. But what really are the risks, and how can you avoid getting caught up in them? Several decades ago, the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov was asked by state television on whether the world was headed toward another war. He responded that the current situation is comparable to the Cuban Missile Crisis, which nearly triggered a nuclear war in 1962. In 2013, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres traveled to Moscow on a peace mission, but Kyiv doubted his effectiveness. While the UN Secretary-General did travel to Ukraine and other countries, he has failed to do much to end the crisis in the country. Fortunately, the United States did not let the Soviet Union take its opportunity to attack Western Europe. As such, the U.S. Navy began preparing for war, and had a presence in Europe through the Military Airlift Command (MATC), the Civil Reserve Air Fleet, and the Navy's Pacific Fleet. This all gave the Soviet Union three major ways to invade West Germany. But in the end, only the U.S. Navy's HSS-1 Seabat helicopter saved the U.S. fleet. The threat of a Third World War has increased since the end of the Cold War. As nuclear weapons became widespread, the threat of such a conflict escalated. In addition to the threat of nuclear war, a common theme in World War III scenarios has been nuclear warfare, which many scientists say will kill millions of people, if not all of them. It is difficult to predict the outcome of a Third World War, but we must prepare ourselves for it. What exactly is a Third World War? The term World War originated in a conflict that began in World War II. It became a term that only exists when people in a particular region agree on it. As long as we are unwilling to agree on what it means, the term will remain limited to the boundaries of the conflict today. But naming a Third World War will continue to be a partisan debate driven by fear and fantasy. So, what is your place in the Third World War? It could involve the development of autonomous robotics and AI battle management systems. And if the war became a global event, such systems would likely debut. In addition, the military would not only have to be able to fight each other, but also their allies. The war could start with a small conflict between the United States and China, or Moscow bombing Europe. Worst case, any nuclear-capable president could decide to settle a personal vendetta. How it starts will not matter, but what happens next will. Because chances are, there will be no winners, we might even all die, one way or another. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode of Third World War and your place in it. Please subscribe to our channel and share with friends. We have a lot of exciting content for all of you.